What is going on, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I have a special guest here today, Isaiah from Gentleman's E-Liquid. I gotta make sure his mic is gonna go on because this always happens. Yep, I gotta switch it to the Yeti microphone. Bingo, bango, boom. And Gentleman's E-Liquid, you're okay to unmute.
All right, what's going on, everybody?
So, basically we wanted to do a live stream today. We're testing out the Zoom with it being able to flick between whoever's talking. So I figured that would be pretty cool. Basically, I want to do a pound cake recipe, like I promised a whole bunch of subscribers. They want to see my pound cake, and yeah, so we're just here to chill out, hang out, and mix some fine e-liquids. So, Country Living, thanks for stopping by, man. You know, I heard you were going to a vape show. Definitely grab some footage of that, man. I'd love to see different vape shows. I actually have some footage from Foxwoods that I really want to, cut up and make into a good video, but I haven't done it yet. Buckeyed Vapes, what's going on? Lori, hello. How you doing? Ooh, I don't even know how to say that name. 99 Great 14 Ever? What?
I think so.
How do you even say that? Is that like some special meaning? Like, grave? I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued on how he got that username.
Maybe it's like a randomly generated username or something that he just went on Google and he's like, randomly generate this name for me.
Yeah, maybe. Something. Country Living says, yeah, he's going to Midwest Vape Expo in Columbus. And he's going to blog it. Awesome. I love to see different vape shows. For some reason, I just really like it. He's like, great one ever. Oh, great one forever.
Oh, okay, I get it now.
There we go. Alright, so what I gotta do is... Oh, that put some nasty feedback on the mic. I'm basically gonna pull up the pound cake recipe, because I have it in here, and then we're gonna type it out on ELR on the stream, because we might have some beginner mixers watching, and it would be good for them to know how to use ELR, the calculator. I like to add that into the stream. It gets them to know exactly how to use ELR, and it kind of takes that problem out of the equation, you know? Alright, so I'm going to find the recipe. So what's been going on with you, gentlemen, E-Liquid? What have you been mixing up?
Oh, I've been mixing up a whole mess of stuff. I finally got my 4 ounce of vanilla custard V2. Yes, I know. I bought V2 and I kind of regret it.
V2?
Yeah, exactly. Like I have a recipe up and it's got 2 V2s in it. I'm like, I should really get V1 because this is going to take like a month to steep. It's going to be ridiculous. So I got a 4 ounce of vanilla custard finally diluted down into a 30 ml bottle, or decanted, I should say. And let me see here. What do I have? I've got strawberry banana milkshake, which I'm working on. And that's kind of a little special thing for Country Living because he was talking about this juice that he loves. And it's like I can't remember what it is. It's like a banana milkshake, I think. And it's not a clone, but it's something that I wanted to make and to make a tasty vape out of. So it's coming along nicely. And let's see, mixed berry ice cream, which that's already on ELR. That one's kind of gonna get some more stuff added to it. I think I was happy with it, but now I'm not so happy with it, and I want to get some better ingredients in there. Like it's got like harvest berry and that kind of stuff, but I want to get some more berries in there and really accentuate them.
I'm kind of wondering. That sounds awesome, but I'm kind of wondering. I'm not sure if I have this one on ELR, but I found one of them that looks really good, but I thought it had Dulce de Leche. I just want to make sure it's not the same exact one. But this one looks really good to make too. If I did put it on here, that means it was really good. Let's see. You can keep going on. I was just You know.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was just reading chat. Yep, it's called Bonanza Shake from Milkshake Liquids. So it's sounds pretty tasty. I love milkshakes. It's like my all-day vape is a strawberry milkshake. So, and that's what I mix. It's my best recipe in my opinion. And yeah, I've got a whole bunch of other stuff that I don't really want to talk about because it didn't come out great. Actually, wait, there is one more thing. And
Well,
if I
why don't
can,
you explain to them like what you did that didn't come out great? That way they can know what not to do or what didn't
yeah,
work. You know, 'cause it's
I've
all a
actually,
learning experience. You know.
yeah, I've got an example right here. If you guys see this bottle right here, you see how dark it is, and this isn't nicotine degradation. This is actually too much flavoring. I put too much biscuit in there. On the last live stream, I was talking about an ice cream vape that I was making, and it had 2% biscuit. And this is that exact same one. And as John and Zesty both said, it was going to be extremely overpowering when it steeps. All I can smell is biscuit. All I taste is biscuit. It's just nothing but biscuit. So when you're using biscuit, stay low. I use it at like 0.5 to 0.75. That's my preferred mix. But I've seen other recipes out there that have like 2% and all that. So if you're going for like a really strong biscuit flavor, I guess that could work. But I recommend staying at least under 1% from my now tried and tested experience. One other one that didn't come out so good was this. This is a cookie mix, and I don't have the exact recipe up, but it's like a sugar cookie with strawberries and ice cream on top, and it sounds good in theory. But the problem is that it just didn't come out right, and I don't know if it's because I'm using the wrong sugar cookie. I'm not using Cabela's. I'm using Flavor West's, so that could be why.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay. You know, I'm not going to say it's the best thing ever. It's okay at best. But
Yeah, I'm trying to find my vanilla cupcake flavor.
oh, I need to get some of that. That
Yeah,
stuff sounds good.
I'm gonna gather my flavors together and then we're gonna put it in the calculator. And I'm gonna go over exactly how I make it. We're gonna mix it up and I'll explain to you all the ingredients and we'll do it in ELR and we'll do all that. I'm kind of disheveled. I was very busy today, but I want to get this live stream out and guys really show you guys how to make a good pound cake recipe. Because this one did come out really good. And I'm kind of craving a pound cake myself, so this will work out for everybody. So meringue. Alright.
So Lori asks, is dairy milk good for milkshakes?
I like dairy milk in cereals. Milkshakes, I don't know.
I'd go with malted milk, to be honest. I use dairy milk in my milkshakes, but honestly, I would go with malted milk, I think.
Yeah, I've always used like a combination of like fresh cream and vanilla bean ice cream and just I have so many different variations of like milkshakes. I mean,
Yeah.
basically, you just gotta find. You guys test different creams and how they feel to you. You know,
Yeah, you got to find a good base, basically.
because everybody has their own preference when it comes to a cream base. You know, especially for like milkshakes, because some people think milkshakes are more like an ice cream. Some people don't, and you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Personally, I put Bavarian cream, meringue, vanilla bean ice cream, vanilla bean gelato, and vanilla bean ice cream in my milkshakes. Percentages usually vary, but excuse me. It's something that you really got to experiment with, like John said, and get that to your own profile. And that's the whole thing with DIY. You have to get it to your profile. You might try something that's like a top rated recipe and hate it because it's just not for you. You know, it's not something that every single person is gonna like.
Almost have them all. Now I gotta get Effie custard. Got a custardy mustard. Cream cheese icing. Okay, I think we are good.
Buckeye, I don't think I have the sugar cookie that I made available just because it wasn't that good. I'm gonna tweak it some more before I release it, but I'll definitely let you know when it's out. Oh, uh, yeah, you definitely want Capella sugar cookies. What Corey says, I'd probably agree. What's going on, Slushy?
What's going on, Slushy Babes? In the house. Let's see. Cream cheese icing. Where is that? That's at the end. Whatever, right? Pie. Got that one.
But I do have a really interesting flavor that you guys can give a shot. It's called Peanut Punch, and it's on my ELR. I can throw a link in there in a second, but it's pina colada and fruit punch. It sounds really weird, but it's actually not bad. And the fruit punch can be subbed for pretty much any fruit punch on the market, because in my opinion, a lot of the fruit punches are the same. So, I don't find much of a difference in them. I mean, there's some bad ones out there, but I'm personally using Flavor West. I would have used Loran's if I could.
Is that the Hawaiian punch type or whatever it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one actually seems like it'd be awesome.
It's really sweet. It's really sweet smelling. Like, it's like, what's that stuff called? It's not Kool-Aid.
Hawaiian punch?
Is that it? My brain works great.
I think so.
My brain works great. It's nice and thick.
Wow. Oh, it must be in a small bottle. I have it. Making a mess everywhere. Yeah, Hawaiian punch type. Yeah, it's Hawaiian punch. That's why they put type at the end of it, so they wouldn't get sued. Kind of like the clones and how they say it's what do they call clones again? What's that word they use? Was it I don't know. I forgot what it's called.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's like they say the name of the clone and not replica, but they use another
Remix?
word. No, it's something else. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Maybe it's type. I don't know, but it's something. But they just add that just so I don't get sued. Anyways, yeah, it smells like a good Hawaiian punch flavor. I still haven't mixed it yet with that one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's punch. I have it right here. Hawaiian Island punch type.
All right, so I got one of my pound cake recipes. There is another one that I will be releasing too. I just got to dig for it more. I'm not sure exactly where it is. It might be on my other device, but it uses TFA dulce de leche. This one isn't. This one's just a lemon pound cake. But this one is really good too because I remember this one now because it did have the cream cheese icing in it and it was freaking magnificent. So we're going to mix it up, but first we're going to put it in ELR so you guys will be able to get to it. So I'm going to share my right desktop with all of you guys, and you guys can see how to use ELR if you are new. If you're not new, just, bear with it. This kind of helps teach new people how to use ELR and all that fun stuff. So I'm going to share my right desktop. There we go, right desktop. Now I'm going to do a new recipe by going to create recipe. Why is it? Right, am I signed in? Yeah, okay. Alright, so basically I called this one Pound Me Cake Bro. Pound Me Cake Bro.
Oh, I have a really bad one, but I won't say it. It's a bad one.
Go ahead, say it.
You could call it Pound Me Daddy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Gotta re-drip. Can't vape on dry cotton.
Imagine getting that out as a one shot.
Yeah, I bet the PR team would change that real quick. Alright. Get the cat back on. Alright, so we're calling it Pound Me Cake Bro. I'm making a 30 mils because I definitely want to be able to vape this because I love it and it's great. I'm doing max VG because I always do max VG, but if you're vaping out of a tank, you should probably do like 70-30 or something. Country living. John Pound you.
No thanks. I'm good.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal with that is.
Let's go. We've got some weird ass
It's
things going on. This
it's
is
that damn Southern mentality country has over there. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Uh, he's like, you damn Yankee. Anyways, all right. So the first ingredient we're using is yellow cake, and that's by Flavor West because it is absolutely the best. Best. Why isn't the face cam on that? That's totally messing with me. Normally I have a face cam on. Anyways, you know what? I'm gonna put that on because that's gonna drive the shit out of me. Drive me crazy. Okay, here we go. Add video capture device, desk face.
so 99 great. I'm gonna just call you 99 great because I forgot your name. Like I didn't forget it. I just forgot how to pronounce it because I'm thick. But
Oh, that's why it's not working. Never mind.
he had a question if there's a black licorice flavor.
Yes, there is, but don't ever ask me anything about it because that's one flavor I will never touch ever. I hate it. Absolutely hate black licorice. Let's see. Let's do it 4. No, it was 3. All right, so we're doing 3% cake yellow from Flavor West. That's again for the cake notes. Then next we're doing vanilla cupcake. And that's from Capella. I like Capella's vanilla cupcake better than TFA, but some people like TFA as well. So get whatever is cheaper or whatever you want. Some people prefer the Capella, like I do, but it doesn't matter. They're both pretty good. But vanilla cupcake from Capella, I'm doing that at 2%. Again, cakey cake notes. Next up is meringue. And where's the flavor art one?
Man, we got everybody in the house. We got Zesty, we got C4, we got James Rivera.
Zesty in the house. Does Zesty? Oh, or Country Living. Country Living said he wants to come on the stream. So if either one of you want to come in on the stream, we figured out how to switch the screen. So you guys can come on. I'll send you a link. Just let me know.
Yep.
Okay.
That'd be awesome.
Where is it? Ah, there we go. I freaking hate ELR, man. I really do. Okay, so Flavor Art Meringue, we're putting that in at 1%. Now, 1% kind of just gives you like a powdered sugar, plus kind of helps with bakeries. It's really nice. Oh, he's working. Oh, no worries, man. No worries. All right, followed by F.A. Tyrone. You gotta get that nougat. You gotta get that nougat. Alright, and F.A. Tyrone, we're using at 0.5. Whoa. Yeah, there we go. 0.5%, 0.5%. Followed by buttercream. And I'm using Flavor West buttercream, although I want to get Capella's because I hear it's better. It's just I've only used Flavor West so far. But Flavor West buttercream's good. I'm going to put that in at 1%. Ooh, you know what I didn't have before, but I have now that I probably should put in here? Is freaking golden butter from Cap. You know what? I'm putting that in. Alright, so we're putting golden butter in next. I'm going to put that in at 0.5%. So, golden butter from Capella, 0.5%. Followed by lemon Sicily. And I'm using Capella's lemon Sicily. And we're using that at, I did 2%. It's a lemon pound cake, so that's why. We're also using Flavor West lemon meringue pie. There's a reason why we're using Flavor West too.
Going for the cheaper end of the recipe or something like that?
No, it has nothing to do with the price. Actually, when it comes to lemon meringue pies, they are different. Flavor West has a more intense lemon note than opposed to Capella. Capella is more of a toned down lemon.
Oh, okay. I've never had the lemon meringue pie, so. But I will say the buttercream by Capella, it's delicious. I have it right here, and it smells just delicious.
Yeah, country living autocorrect strikes again. Yeah, man, I freaking hate these damn autocorrect autofill things. They drive me nuts. And Zesty's like, this is why I need my own place. Too many people. Yeah, I hear you, man. I had to wait till everything calmed down here too. Plus, I was busy all day. Otherwise, I would have done this earlier. But you gotta work around your schedule. There's always a replay for people who want to see it. So, all right. So next up is custard. From Flavor Art, and there's a reason why I'm using Flavor Art custard. There we go. I'm using Flavor Art custard here because you want to get that thickness of a custard, but at the same time, Flavor Art custard has this beautiful, beautiful lemony tone to it. It has this lemony note. It really makes the recipe pop, and it gives you this nice thickness. Wait, what was the other word? It's really dense. Okay. Am I forgetting one, Gentleman Liquid?
You got thickness, you got density.
I mean, I said pop, right?
Yeah, you got pop.
Okay, I got it wrong. No, I'm just kidding, guys. It's just an inside joke. Okay, so we're doing that at 3%. Then there was another one. Ah, right, Juicy Lemon. Of course, Juicy Lemon. Juicy Lemon from Capella. We're doing that at 1%, just to, for the lemon. And then, last but not least, it's like the cherry on top. We're doing cream cheese icing from Lorenz. Excellent, excellent icing flavor.
Yes.
Although I have been using a lot of Flavors offerings, like their frosting too. That it's so good too. But cream cheese icing from Lorenz is definitely one of their great ones, along with their cheesecake and watermelon. I think was one of the great ones. I don't do the watermelon though, but watermelon's supposedly one of Lorenz's good ones too.
Yeah, it's supposed to be their best. It's like a candied watermelon. I think it's okay.
Yeah, I'm just not a watermelon person, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, me too. My wife loves it, but I'm not too into it.
Oh, I almost forgot, man. I need some sweetener. What? I can't believe I didn't have that in there. Okay, so should I use super sweet or sweetener? I'm gonna use super sweet because it's just more convenient. Actually, well, I think regular sweetener would probably do better here. I'm still gonna do sweetener, but guys, in a situation like this, stuff where you want to like brighten your top notes and you want to use sweetener, it would probably be better to use normal sucralose here, like TFA sweetener, because it does have the maltol in it and the sucralose, opposed to super sweet. It doesn't have maltol, but that maltol will kind of like help brighten those lemon notes. So you know what? We're gonna use it here because I gotta be proper for you guys. I gotta be proper. So sweetener. And we're going to do that at 1%. And I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Alright, so let me press save. I'll make it public once I publish it and everything. Alright, so I'm going to put back on the camera and then there we go. Alright, so you're going to talk to them and then I'll mix it up. I'll put a little mix box right here because so they can see you while you talk and all that.
Sure. Alright, 99 Greats taken off. Have a good one.
Alright, so let's see. Oh, I'm vibrating all over the place. Okay, so how should I put that screen on? First I need to get the sweetener. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna change to the scale cam and we can talk in the background or whatever.
That sounds good.
Yeah, there we go. Alright, so now I got the recipe. We are good to go.
So, what's everybody been mixing up lately? Anybody got any good recipes to throw out and share with us?
Yeah, guys, do share. Do share. We're a community here.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Excellent. Actually, I should probably move the microphone so. Okay. Alright, if I sound far away, I'm sorry, but my earphone, since we're connected with him, I have to keep it on this microphone, otherwise it'll mute him out, so. Gotta think of the guest. Always be safe, guys. Always wear gloves. If you're new to mixing, make sure you wear your gloves when you mix.
C4 Endgame says, I think a lot of e-juice loses flavor quicker when it's in a plastic bottle. Thoughts?
I haven't noticed a difference, honestly, but what I can tell you, though, is the one thing that the drawbacks of using plastic bottles is that flavors will leach into the plastic. So
Yep.
if you're reusing the bottles, you want to try to use similar profiles if you are reusing them. Otherwise, they're kind of disposable when it comes to that.
What I personally do is when I have testers to make, I'll put them in glass bottles because glass is, like John said, it doesn't retain flavor. Like, well, it might retain a tiny bit of flavor, but I've never noticed anything. So I've reused my glass bottles a ton of times for mixes. So, I would recommend checking out glass bottles if you want to do testers. And then for your final mix up with a plastic bottle. But
Alright, so first ingredient we're putting in today is buttercream from Flavor West. It's a little bit buttery, creamy. You guys know what buttercream is. Come on, people. Alright, so you do it at 1%, or... Oh, damn it, they screwed up. I remember when I was teaching everybody how to use the e-liquid calculator and drops yesterday? Well, it kind of screwed up my calculation. I have to adjust it again. I gotta adjust my preferences because it's not showing me the grams. Okay, so...
Zesty Vapes says, I need suggestions. What do you need suggestions on, Zesty? C4, did you try the recipe in a glass bottle? Because you say I just bought one, but the flavor is already muted. Did you try it in a glass bottle and have the same thing? Because it could be the recipe. You could have like over flavoring going on, or you could have something like that going on where you're muting things.
Yeah, I honestly don't think it has anything to do with the plastic bottle, to tell you the truth. Alright, so next up is Cake Yellow, Flavor West Cake Yellow. This is a staple. It does have sugar in it, or sweeteners, or whatever, but it's supposedly not good for vaping, or people have problems with it. Although, I think it's better for you than smoking, and I honestly don't care, because this is absolutely the best yellow cake you can get. And yes, Zesty, I'm talking to you too. It's a little bit better than Jungle Flavors. I'm sorry, but it's true. It's true. He's like, damn it, no, Jungle Flavors is where it's at. Alright, so this is in at 3% or 0.94 grams.
Let's see. Zesty says he needs something to mix. He's all burnt out.
Make a pound cake, bro. Like we're making right now. Pound cake's different. I haven't had pound cake in forever. That's why I'm making this. Okay. Followed up by cream cheese icing from Loran's. Again, another great flavor that kind of slips people's mind, but excellent in bakeries. Excellent. And this is at 1% or 0.3 grams. followed by Capella. Wait, no. I'm going off the way I lined it up, but ELR shuffles them on you. I hate when that happens. Okay, so next up is FA custard. Again, gives you the thickness of a custard and also gives you lemony notes. It's not quite as thick as Capella, but it's a very excellent custard, especially if you want a lemony note in whatever vape you're making. And here I put it in at 3%, and that's 0.95 grams.
Butterscotch sounds like a really good vape, actually. I gotta say, C4. I've never messed with butterscotch, to be honest. And, I mainly stick to like creams and fruits and that kind of stuff, but I'm starting to branch out a little bit more, and I'm gonna start messing with more flavors.
I've never made a straight butterscotch, but I've made like recipes with like butterscotch in them. Like, to like have supporting notes and all that, or like stuff that would taste good with butterscotch, but I never try to do like a butterscotch custard or anything like that. But I've had really good luck with Flavora butterscotch and Flavor West butterscotch ripple. Those by far are my two favorite. I kind of want to make a Werther's original, those candy things. I think that'd be a cool vape.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Alright, next up is Capella's Golden Butter. I just added this one because before, when I originally made this a while back, I didn't have this flavor. But Capella Golden Butter would go excellent in a lemon pound cake. So I'm doing this at 0.5% or 0.16 grams.
Would y'all suggest using the 30 ml plastic bottles to transfer flavorings from the Wizard Lab bottles? You can either do 30s or 10s, really.
Oh, don't get me started with Wizard Labs. Man,
they use the little screw tops. They don't have like a dropper. They would do
so much better as a company and in sales if they had freaking legit bottles with droppers on them. I know so many people who hate it for that fact.
Yeah, that's why I don't order from Wizard Labs. I like bottles with droppers because I don't like to have to keep pipettes around, and I have a few. I ordered from when I first started, I ordered from a place called One Stop DIY Shop, and they have these bottles and they're twist tops, and I gotta say I don't like it. I don't like having to use pipettes because I don't have pipettes around because I'm mainly a drops guy.
Yep, I hear you. So Lemon Sicily I just put in at 2% or 0.60 grams. Lemon Sicily, another great ingredient. Some people prefer Flavor Art, some people prefer Capella. I like the Capella one. I actually haven't tried the Flavor Art one because I originally got the Capella one and I've been satisfied with it. But I am kind of interested in picking that one up to see the differences, like for the Flavor Note series, which should be coming back next week. I have a whole bunch of stuff, flavor tests pre-steeping, so that should be coming back next week. I'm going to be doing hopefully daily flavor notes again. All right, and next up we're doing Juicy Lemon from Capella. Again, build that lemon note. I'm doing it at 1% or 0.30 grams.
How's it going, Ken? I don't think I've seen Ken Carlton around before on streams.
Oh, by the way, I just wanted to clear this up for everybody who's watching the stream. Apparently, somebody thinks I think I'm the bee's knees. I really don't think I'm the bee's knees. I just think I'm a person. I'm just a man that likes to mix liquids. I just want to put that out there if Ready Tomash is watching. I'm just a guy. Okay? I'm just a guy. But you're more than welcome to critique my recipes if you want. But I don't think I'm anything special. I just like to share what I know with people. Alright, followed up by lemon meringue pie. Again, this lemon meringue pie is different from Capella, being that it has a stronger lemon note and it kind of has less of a bakery note, if that makes sense. So like the bakery notes in it, like the kind of like the little crust notes you get from Capella lemon meringue pie, it's kind of a little bit less in Flavor West, but it has more lemon. So I'm kind of using it to get more of that lemonness. Did that make sense?
A little bit, yes.
All right, so yeah, it was kind of the open-ended question. I don't know. I just say that. Anyways, I'm gonna do this at 3% or 0.94 grams. Oh, I can't wait to shake and vape this already. I haven't had a good lemon vape in a minute. I might even re-wick for this. That's how I'm excited I am.
I'm getting all fancy.
I know. Alright, so I did lemon meringue pie. I freaking hate how, like, I love the app on my phone for a e-liquid calculator because you can put all the ingredients in and line them up and it will show you in that order. But ELR always puts it in alphabetical order, so you line everything up all nice and then you find out you're out of order. I'm just like OCD like that.
Yeah, ELR puts it numeric, or not numerically.
Alphabetical, I think.
Yeah, alphabetically.
Yeah, it seems like that.
It's really weird because like you line your flavors up and everything, and then all of a sudden it's like you put an ELR and it's like, okay, so I have to grab this one from the middle, this one from the left, this one from the very right. It's like I just went left and right in the opposite directions. If anybody saw that, I don't know.
Alright, so Flavor Art Meringue was in at 1% or 0.32 grams. I actually poured in 0.37 grams. That was my bad, but I'm really not worried about it. Followed up by, I'm using TFA sweetener in here, and the reason why I'm using TFA sweetener is because, one, I want it sweet. Two, I'm using it over a super sweet because, again, it adds maltol in it, and it should brighten up those lemon notes, make them more vibrant. And that's why I chose this sweetener over the other sweetener. So I used that 1% or 0.30 grams. It's a little bit of sweetener knowledge for you.
Country living, it doesn't matter what order you put the flavors in. It's just kind of like a little bit of a thing, you know? Like it's just bothers people.
Oh no, it has nothing to do with the order. It's like like when you're getting ready to mix something, like what I like to do, I kind of have my ritual where I know the ingredients I want to put in there, so I'll line them up all nice and then I'll enter it in the calculator that way. And then once you like press calculate in like a cell phone calculator, it'll stay in that order. But if you do it on ELR, it'll jumble it up into alphabetical order. So then you have to go back to your table and rearrange them in the line, or sometimes you have to like grab over here and over here. It's really a pet peeve more than an actual issue. It's just kind of more annoying than anything, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, and where did Tyrone go? I put Tyrone in here. What the heck is going on? Okay. So next up is vanilla cupcake from Capella. It's in at 2% or 0.63 grams. I gotta re-put that in. See, that's why it's also good to line up your flavors, just in case you miss something, or so you don't pour two of the same thing. Like put like your flavors on one side and then shift it to the other once you pour all the ingredients in. That way, one, you don't use the same ones, or two, you make sure you actually included it in if you forgot it. Like I just forgot to enter in FA Tyrone, which should be in at, where is it? It should be in at 0.5%. And I put it in here, and some reason it's not on the calculator, so I have to go back and enter it. But if you line them up, that way you know and you don't skip over it. So FA Tyrone is in at 0.16 grams because I'm just looking at another one at 0.5%. So should be 0.16. I'm gonna have to go back and enter that in.
So I have a question, John. How would you explain joy?
Joy.
Other than body odor.
I know exactly how to explain joy, or what joy is intended for, or what it was originally intended for. Joy was intended to be like a fried note. Joy was intended to be like kind of like how funnel cake is from Capella. That's what it was intended for. It was supposed to be like a funnel cake flavor, but it didn't turn out to be that. It kind of turned out to be like a funnel cake / fried additive. Which is why it goes excellent in donuts and... Didn't I have joy in here? Like, I'm like throwing myself off now that you're mentioning joy.
Sorry.
Damn you! Shut up! I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, it's supposed to be like a fried note. It's supposed to be... It was originally supposed to be like a funnel cake flavor. All right. Well, there's no joy in here. No joy. All right. Next up is nicotine, and damn it, this thing is all screwed up. It's saying I want 6 milligrams. I shouldn't. I'm not paying attention here. All right, I'm gonna edit this recipe real quick. So I wanted 3 milligrams nicotine, and then I wanted Tyrone.
What's going on, Thad?
Dad's in the house. Woo. Woo, woo. Alright, there we go. Save. Ah, perfect. Now we're in business. Okay, so I need 0.93 grams of nicotine. Again, if you're using nicotine, make sure you shake it very well. You keep it out of reach of children and pets. And make sure you wear gloves. And if you were to get it on your skin, make sure you clean it off immediately. You take it slow. It's serious stuff.
Yes, it will make you very sick very quick. Or worse.
You know, the best part about mixing is you can always constantly have something different. It's just so exciting. Like, it's my favorite hobby ever. Like, you can have something different anytime you want. You feel like something else, you just go into your mixing flavor collection and mix something up and have something completely different to vape. Don't have to run to a shop or anything. It's just excellent. I love it. I really do. Alright, so next is the VG. 29 grams. Alright, you can go ahead and talk.
As Don said in the last live stream, you know exactly what's going in the ingredients, or what ingredients are going in your mix too.
Exactly.
Ginger B says, maybe you guys can come up with a caramel apple. I just tried buttercream, or butter peach. Is that what it? Oh, butter pecan. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. By Flavor West. It's pretty good.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, I want to start, as I was saying before, I want to start doing some more stuff with like caramels and butterscotches and, you know, working my magic with those. That's definitely a good area to learn. Like, I do also have like all these tobacco things, but there's something about like tobaccos that I just don't want to get into. I have no idea what that has anything to do with anything, but I was looking at my tobacco flavors from Flavora. That's just one thing like I can't really get into for some reason. It's just like I quit smoking for a reason. I just kind of don't want tobacco, you know?
I think tobacco is good for when you first get off, if people don't want something sweet and they still want that sensation of tobacco. You know, they can try something like that. Personally, I don't like flavored tobaccos. I like any teas when I vape tobacco. But
Yeah,
that's just me.
totally. Hi guys. Yeah, you can see me again. I'm gonna mix in front of this can because it's a lot easier to talk in front of you and all that. Let me get a vape. It's been a minute since I've been mixing. So I missed anything cool in the chat? Zesty says I pour my Nick and my Kool-Aid for my guest and keep it goodish in my room.
Remind me not to come over to your house, Zesty.
Him and his Kool-Aid, man. Damn it, I gotta stop like banging stuff on my table. It keeps like reverbing through the microphone. I don't know if that's the correct term, but we'll just go with it.
Oh man, every time I go to mix, my table leg, it's like I have a sheet over my table and I bump the table leg and I have a lot of flavors on here and it just knocked them everywhere. I was just searching for probably a good 10 minutes, finding all the flavors that fell under the table and everything.
Oh man. I was surprised this is working so good right now because I need new batteries.
Been mixing too much?
Yeah, well, there's no such thing. There's no such thing.
Yeah. You can never mix enough. You can never have enough e-juice.
That's true. Oh, speaking of that, I gotta start doing stuff with my bases. My stones. I have all my stones. And I gotta start putting some fruit flavors. But I think I should do a video on that. Kind of explain it more. But I guess this was like live stream week, you know? Just do all my videos live streams.
Yeah, you're just pumping them out, man. You got like 4 of them in a week, I think, something like that.
Yeah, no, starting next week though, getting back into my videos. I'm gonna do like the flavor note ones, and I'm gonna do some more recipe ones, and but I'm gonna like start doing the regular stuff again. But I still also want to arrange like live streams too, like a collective live stream, then one single live stream with just me, and so we constantly. I gotta create a good schedule, like come out with a plan. But I also know I have to do the mech mod stuff too. That's another thing I want to do.
Zesty.
Kool-Aid coursed through my brain and my veins. No blood, just red flavored beverage.
Oh man, that's good. Wakas Hussein, I'm hoping I say that right, says hi. How's it going?
Alright, almost done. Alright, I think that's good. I'm gonna give it a good shake up my hand because again, this thing's running out of batteries. I always like to give it a shake, anyways, you know, just to be safe. It smells divine. Divine. It smells divine.
Do angels begin to sing as you sniff the bottle?
Yes.
Excellent. That's how you know you have a good e-liquid right there.
Oh, I can't do it again. Oh, when I open the liquid cap.
Perfect. John, you know what you have to do on this live stream? You got to show off your O game.
Oh man, yeah, but when I'm put on the spot, she was nice. If you didn't notice, like I did it where it was edited, so it was nice.
Yeah,
I was like, I was able to like just like chill, just like try to get them good, and then just like piece it together. It was nice.
Yeah. I was like, I wonder how many outtakes he had doing that.
Well, it wasn't too much actually. I just literally sat there for like 5 minutes and just kept doing it, and so 5 minutes pulled out like a minute video. Wasn't bad. All right, so I do want a re-wick of device for this because shouldn't take too long though, because I want to give you guys a fresh opinion on this. But you guys are the one who wanted the pound cake, so I brought you guys the pound cake.
Thad Pierce ordered his flavors today. Awesome, buddy. Can't wait to see what you whip up with them.
Oh, I finally got the notification. Bull City just shipped my order. I should get it here Friday. Then I can hook up Wayne. I don't know if Wayne's in the chat, but Wayne, my stuff should be coming Friday. So hopefully by the beginning of next week, the stuff should definitely be out. Because then after I get out of work, I can fill it up and you can have your stuff sent here. It's going to be excellent. Get yourself started in DIY. Believe me, my man, you will never look back.
Wakas Hussein says, which cranberry flavor element e-juice smell? Can't figure it out. I don't know what e-juice you're referring to. I've never tried it, so I can't really tell you.
I want to, you know what I want to get, dude? I want to get that new, what's it called? The new Coil Master rebuilding kit, because I got the older version and it has that piece of crap what do you call it, ohms meter in it, and it's just
the one that doesn't fire.
Yeah, and it's just wearing down so much, and I just like, I'm at the point where I'm just like, everything is like kind of like weighing down, like, because I kind of tried to shove too much stuff into that case, like extra cotton and all this stuff, so I kind of like ripped some of the seams on it. So I kind of want to just like go for the new one and maybe like donate this one. Like it's still great, everything works, but I kind of want like a newer one. Especially with that cool ohms meter where I can like, especially because I'm using Max, it'd be nice that I would be able to like read it and like test fire my atomizers before I actually put it on my mod.
Yeah, that'd be great too for if you ever do a mech review, because I think you can test voltage drop with it.
Yeah, because with these ones you can only test it to like I think it's like 0.10.
Hmm.
And sometimes when you're doing max, you're going lower than that. At least I was when I was doing like the tube mech.
Yeah, I've got a tube mech right here. It's the Vicious Ant Phenom. It's a spendy little kit right here. Spendy little piece of kit. It was about $160 in my local vape shop, and it was my treat to myself.
Didn't Geek Vape, didn't they just come out with a new one that's like actually pretty decently cheap and it's like the Tsunami or something?
Yeah, it's the Tsunami Pro or something like that. I don't know what it's called in America.
The only thing I'd probably hate about it is that one still has the bottom airflow, right?
Yep, I hate bottom airflow.
Freaking hate bottom airflow. I'm always fucking leaking everywhere with it. The only reason I know that is because I ended up getting one RDA that was bottom airflow, and of course it was a cheap one because I'm a cheap bastard and can't afford like Kennedys and shit. But I bought like yeah, I'm sorry, I shouldn't be swearing so much. But I ended up getting what do you call it, the Freak Show RDA from what's it called, Watofo, and has
Hmm.
bottom airflow. It's the version 2, and I thought it would be good because the troll. I love the troll, but that thing is horrible. Leaks all over the place.
Yeah, I've got a Tsunami 22, the original Tsunami, and this thing leaks like a sieve if you overdrip. It's,
Yeah, so same problem. See, I heard the Kennedys was actually better though because at least they have like pipes in them, so it kind of doesn't like just fall down. But
yeah, the Tsunami 22 has the pipe system, but it leaks a lot.
Mr. Hussein says, "Hi JFM, bro. Why stream start too late, man? Yeah, I'm sorry, man. It's just the way the day has been going. But if it's too late, you can always catch it on the replay, my man. I'm sorry. It's the best time I could do for today, unfortunately. Busy guy today, at least today. There's like either do nothing or do something, but late, so that's why I did it.
Hmm. Better to have something than nothing, though.
That's how I figured it. All right, we are clear. I did a dry burn, got all the nasty sweetener stuff. Yeah, you don't want to see my coils, people, because there is a big downfall to using sweetener. It gunks your coils.
My coils are like black as the night. It's just
But to the people who love sweet juices, we don't mind. We deal with it, especially when you can like rewick and stuff and burn off and do all that. But it bothers some people, which I get. I get why it does, but
if you're using a sub-ohm tank, it can be a pretty big downfall. But if you're
oh yeah,
dripping or if you're dripping or using an RTA, I don't see any problem with sweetener whatsoever.
yeah. If you have to buy like rebuilt coils, then that definitely sucks.
But if you're buying rebuilt coils, you're probably also buying store-bought juice most of the time too, and that has a crap ton of sweetener in it too. So
Yeah,
most people that get into DIY, they build their own coils and stuff because it's DIY in general for vaping is cheaper, other than I'd say building mods.
and there is a big subset of people who DIY so they don't have as much sweetener too. So like I do get both sides, I really do,
Yep.
but I'm just not one of those people.
Some people get really sick from the sweetener. Like it's some juices are so sweet they're sickly sweet, and that's because they're overloading it with sweetener. So yes, I can see
Yeah,
where people come
I've heard
from.
some horror stories where they really are loading at like 5% sucralose and shit, which is way too high.
Yeah, go like 2 max on that, I'd say.
Yeah, if it's TFA.
Yeah, TFA. If it's super sweet, 1.
Yep. Well, that's at least what I do. I don't know what other people are doing, but that's what's worked for me.
Yeah, do what works for you. That's the best thing about DIY.
Yeah, who knows? You could have someone who has maybe no taste or whatever, and more would work for them. I have no idea. And that's the best part. You do exactly what you love. If something is like excellent to you, that's all that matters. And Zesty's like 5% super sweet. Yeah, that's what you put in your Kool-Aid recipe, right?
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not the fastest wicker, but I do it all nice. I know some people can like bang this out in like 2 seconds.
I need to work on my wicking. I wick like way too quick and I stuff that cotton in there, but I don't have needle nose uh, tweezers, so it's like I can't get it in there nice. Like I have a Goon 22 and it's easy to wick, but I use a screwdriver. I'm the old school. Like I don't have a coil master kit and everything.
Well, my problem is I fluff up my cotton too much sometimes, and not realizing where I don't put enough of it, and it's too fluffed up, and you need it more dense than fluff, if you know what I mean. And what happens is I always burn out the middle of the fucking cotton, and then I'm going to take a vape, and nothing happens.
Do you run in temp control? I take it.
No,
No,
really,
really?
just wattage. Yeah, because what happens if you don't put enough of cotton in your coil and you're vaping, what will happen is eventually the middles will burn out on you, and once that happens, you try to take a drag and nothing will happen. Like
Okay, I got you.
you'll hear it sizzle, but nothing happens. Like it's not feeding juice into the coil.
The best sound to hear with your coil is that snap, crackle, pop. From what I've heard, that means your coil is wicking efficiently.
Yeah, there you get a really nice coil on there. I've been like lazy to change my coils because I'm trying to get as much time as possible. Because usually what I was doing for the longest time is I'd use like a set of coils for maybe just like a couple of days and just change them out just because I like to keep rebuilding my atomizer. But I've been blowing through coils that way, so I give it a little more time now.
Yeah, I only have two fuse claptons left, and they're in my goon right now. So
Yeah,
let me
it's
tell you, it's a tough
definitely
one.
my coil of choice, the fuse claptons or twisted. I like twisted wire, believe it or not. Twisted space wire, excellent.
It's
And it's
so easy to
easy.
make.
Yeah, exactly.
All you need is a drill,
You
and
don't even need a drill, honestly. You
well,
don't
yeah,
need a
you can
drill.
even do it with a cup and or a
Well, a lot of people go like the most complicated way to actually making a twisted coil. All you really need to do is take one big long piece of kanthal and you literally loop it around and then hold one side with pliers and then the other side you put a pencil through and then you just keep turning the pencil and you can literally get a twisted coil that way. Or what you could do is the same thing. You take one long piece of kanthal, then you put it together at the two ends. Then you make an L shape on both sides. You put that in the chuck of your drill. Then take a pen again, twist it, and you don't have to like cut it or straighten it or anything like that. And it's a quick way to make it. That's what I found out.
See, I'm not like the build master. I usually rock like micro coils or something like that, but I felt a little fancy when I bought my goon, so I was like, I'm gonna put some nice coils in here and pretty it up.
All right. I think we're good to drip this. Like I'm so excited. It's gonna be a fresh experience. Everything's gonna be all nice. Wait, where'd it go? There we go. Oh yeah, lemon cakey goodness. Drip drip. So what are you vaping on right now?
I'm vaping on an assortment of stuff right now. I'm mainly vaping on my short boy recipe that I'm working on, and I'm testing it. It's basically it's not a remix. It's an inspiration from our good old friend, not Charles Manson.
That guy's coming up a lot lately.
Yeah, he's got a really good short. What is it? A short cake bar? I believe.
Yeah. Their nickname for it is a strawberry short dick bar, but yeah.
Yeah, and I've got my own rendition. It's a mixed berry bar, so it's kind of more like those little not granola bars, but the grainy bars that you get with a filling inside. It's kind of like that, and it's not turning out half bad. I'm liking it.
Excellent. Excellent. Now, this recipe here, there's no way around it. Again, you have. Let me get the recipe up real quick, just so I can explain it proper. All right. So this recipe right here, there's no getting around it. This is a recipe you have to steep, and you have to steep it a week minimum. There's many reasons for that. There's stuff like cake yellow from Flavor West that takes time to steep. There's custards, there's cream, there's butters, there's bakeries, there's every single like one of these ingredients besides the lemon. All are steepers. You're not gonna get that full, thick, cakey flavor until it all steeps into the VG. But right now, again, I've made this one before. The only thing I changed in it was I put the what do you call it, the golden butter in here. But I know exactly what it does, and that's exactly why I put it in, because I thought it could benefit from the golden butter. But right now, I can already taste how it's going to turn out, and it's excellent, because you can taste the cake in there, you can taste the lemon, you can taste everything, and it's just perfect. But with that said, it'll be perfect in time. It's going to take a week minimum. These things actually, honestly, bakeries, I usually let them sit for at least 2 weeks before like I really get into them, because that's when they fully shine. But it's an excellent recipe. The only thing you're not going to get with this, you're not going to get instant gratification.
Mm-hmm.
But it's an excellent recipe. And again, see, I'm a weird person though. I like lemon stuff, and I'd probably just vape this right away anyways. But I'm going to let this one steep out. Again, you're going to want those cake notes to come out. You're going to want it to get all cakey, all lemony, and be able to taste that cream cheese icing on top of it and everything. So that's pretty much that one. So guys, I know you guys really want to get a good pound cake recipe. There's one of them. I also have another one that I really want to get out again. I have to search for it. I really think it's in another device, and it has TFA dulce de leche in it, which is an excellent flavor. I know Country Living bought a huge ass bottle. You bought like I don't know if it was a 4 ounce or something, but I saw that on the Facebook group, and I'm like, dude, that is a lot. Like literally, like I think I used the top like 1 or 2% or something in a recipe, and it's a strong flavoring from TFA, believe it or not. So a little bit goes a long way.
Country living's all about going big or going home.
Yeah, that's true. I like his style though. He's going all in. Like, I mean, it's not the most cost effective way to go into DIY, but he's going all in. He reminds me of me when how excited I got when I first started.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice. It's nice, and see the way I look at it and the way I explained it to my fiance. I call her my wife. I don't like calling her my girlfriend. It just didn't feel like enough. But the way I told my fiance, it's like, these flavors are like paint to an artist. If you have enough paint and enough different colors, you can paint a more vivid picture. You know what I mean? You have more tools in your belt, and that's exactly what having more flavors gives you. But if you're on a budget, there are plenty of ways to be able to afford making e-liquid at a very dirt cheap price. Mr. Hussein, and I'm calling you Mr. Hussein because honestly I don't even know how to say your first name, but I'm going to release that on ELR right now. I wanted to say right meow, but I just totally screwed that up. Right now. And you should be able to get it right away. So alright, so now the recipe should be public once it finishes loading, because ELR, they're slow.
ELR takes forever.
Yep. Also, I'm gonna bring some more cereals. I want to do some more cereals. I haven't done some cereals in a minute. I'm kind of like running out. Like I'm running out of e-liquid to vape. Well, not really, but I gotta like make some of my old goodies again. I haven't made them in a while because I've been like constantly developing new stuff, so it's kind of like I don't have a lot of my goodies out. But also another thing that's coming to the channel really soon is because this has about, I think, what did I say this has about on it? I should have really put a label on it. I think it has 2 weeks on it now, but this has 2 weeks Oh, damn, I just hit my earphones. This has about 2 weeks on it, and basically this is my cheesecake stone, and it smells like it's coming out delicious. And I did try some on my atomizer the other day of just this, and it's without nicotine. It's just all the cheesecake components that make up my cheesecake base. And you pre-steep this, and again, I think it's like either 2 weeks or 3 weeks on this so far, but it's getting about to the time where I want to start injecting fruit in it, but I'm not going to inject this whole bottle. That's the beauty of it. So say you have something that works for you, like a cheesecake stone or a custard stone or something that you like in your all-day vape. You make a whole bunch of it without the fruit or top notes, and you pre-steep a whole bunch of it, and say you want to try it in different ways. Like, say you have a donut recipe, you know, works out, but you want to try it with different fruit or different toppings or whatever. You make a whole bunch of it, pre-steep it, and then just add the rest of the top notes, wait another week, and then all the stuff that takes a long time to steep, it's already done. And you're just waiting for like the fruit stuff to come in, and your recipes will taste so much better, I'm telling you. Getting like feedback from my microphone for some reason.
Sounds like a great way to do it. I mean, I've never tried it personally.
Man, like seriously, this is like a mangasm in a bottle. Like, you have no idea, man. Like, I want to vape it. You know what? I don't even care. What time is it? Yeah, you know what? I don't even care. I'm gonna make something with the right. You don't mind, do you?
Oh no, go ahead, man. I'm just chilling, just hanging out, enjoying the show.
Okay, excellent. Well, you can talk too, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna I can't I'm not holding anything out. I'm like Butterfingers right now. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take this mix right here, and we're going to make a recipe with it. Basically, I'm going. Should I go strawberry?
All right, Zesty, take care. Have a good night, man.
Yeah, see you later, Zesty. Thank you for stopping by, man. We definitely gotta talk though. We gotta get on a schedule to like figure out what day a week we want to do a live stream all together and everything. We kind of just pulled this one out, and I told everybody I want to do my pound cake recipe, so we gotta set that up, man. But anyways, so I think I'm gonna do strawberry because I'm running out of a good strawberry cheesecake vape right now, and I know it's kind of cliche and original, but I do want a strawberry cheesecake. So we're going to lay some strawberries in here. I'm thinking we're going to use some FA Red Touch strawberry, especially because I have another 4 ounces coming, so we have plenty of that to use up. Also, I'm going to use strawberry ripe. We'll do a strawberry ripe and strawberry Red Touch. And we're going to try it right away, too. It's going to be awesome.
I love me some Red Touch.
That
sounded really.
Yeah, that sounded like it could be bad. I like me some Red Touch.
Welcome back, Country Living.
Country Living's back in the house. Alright. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get all my other flavors back, so I'm not all disheveled. I have like OCD. I can't just like mix with everything all over the place. Okay, so I got my ripe strawberry right here. I'm just trying to think of anything else I'm going to put into it. Alright, let me just try a little bit on my finger because I forgot if I ended up putting sweetener or if I waited on that. No, I didn't. Yeah, definitely I didn't. Okay. So I'm gonna do super sweet too. Alright, so basically what I'm going to do is, where is it? I'm gonna do create a recipe. Actually, let me put it on here. I'll share my right desktop with you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna do cheesecake. I'm not gonna make this public because it's just with the stone. But this is going to differ between if you guys have your own stone or whatever your recipe is. So this is going to be different, but this is how I'm going to lay my stone in. I already have the cheesecake base. So I'm going to do a 30 ml bottle. Do 3 milligrams nicotine. Do max VG. And see, the reason you also, that's another good tip too. If you're making cheesecake or whatever stones you're making, I would advise you making it max VG, especially if you have a VG nicotine, because that way it won't like mess up your ratios too much.
It's a good tip.
Okay, so I'm going to do strawberry ripe.
So chat, what's everybody running for mods and RDAs and RTAs and whatever you're running? What you guys using? What kind of coils? Let me know. I'm curious.
Okay, I'm gonna do strawberry ripe at. I'm gonna do 5% strawberry ripe. I'm gonna do strawberry. Red Touch Strawberry from Flavor Art, and I'm gonna do that at 2%. Or should I do? Should I do 3? I don't know what I'm doing today. What do you do?
I do 2%.
Yeah, I'm thinking 2, but I kind of want 3.
I mean, if you want more of an authentic strawberry to come through and you want it to last a little longer, I'd say, because in my experience, Red Touch doesn't die out as much.
No, it doesn't, but
so it's like it's kind of a thing to keep in mind as well. It's like it's not going to die out, so you're going to have that stronger flavor there.
Yeah, I kind of don't want to kill myself on strawberry either, because I don't be able to taste it. All right, so I'm gonna do super sweet. Why is it doing that? Sweet. Again, I hate this autofill thing. It works crappy. Okay, so super sweet. I'm gonna do it. I don't care. I'm doing that 1%, and then that's it. 8%. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm just gonna lay that into the bottle. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a 30 ml bottle. So you can talk to them for 1 second. I gotta go grab the bottle.
Okay. So you're running a Smoke G Priv with a VGod Pro. That's a nice setup. I'm not a huge fan of the G Priv because I've heard some issues with it. But it's not a bad mod. So, and the VGod drip or the VGod Pro drip is great dripper. The Therion bottom feeder, yes, that is a great Quonker. Hadley is pretty good too. Actually, you know what, Ray? If you're looking for a new squonker, I've heard some pretty good things about the Pulse 22. If you like single coil and you like exotic coils, the Pulse 22 would be for you.
Are you looking for? Is he looking for a flavor RDA?
No, they're just talking about their builds, but I'm just throwing. He's using a Roundwire Micro, so I don't think he would really rock the Pulse because it's more for the exotic builds. But he's using a squonker, so he needs something that's squonk friendly.
Yeah, well, the thing with the Hadley you got to keep in mind is that you're gonna get a very restricted lung hit. I even thought it would be nice for a flavor RDA, but I'm normally used to like cloud / flavor. Like I like a mixture of both, but the Hadley is very restricted, even like restricted for me. Like I ended up preferring the Derringer more, and the Derringer just has it's a nice flavor RDA, but it does give you the option to have a lot more airflow.
So yeah, I don't get much flavor off the Derringer, which is really weird because it's so low profile. And maybe it's just because I'm not building it right or something, but I don't get a ton of flavor. I try to build as close to the airflow as I can. I've tried building it further away in the middle. I
haven't had that issue. And I just threw a Clapton in there, so it wasn't anything like too extravagant.
Yeah, that's one of the things. I mean, it's understandable because it's 3 posts, so you can't throw like massive builds in there.
Exactly. Like I only did. Did you do dual coil or single coil?
I've tried both dual coil and single coil. Like I tried a single Clapton in there once. I tried dual micros.
Well, the only one I used is I only did a single Clapton. I haven't actually ran it in dual coil mode because I'm trying to get flavor rather than like extreme clouds. So, and I didn't have a problem with how high were you running the wattage on it? Because like I noticed you don't need nearly as many watts on like one coil.
Oh yeah, that thing gets hot if you run it too high.
Yeah, which
Like
is nice though, because you can get a pretty good vape off of it and not have to run through as much. But again, you're obviously not having the same experience I am, so.
yeah, but Ray says I build fused Claptons. Oh, okay, that's cool. I suck at building anything other than twisted, so props to you, man, because I'm awful at wrapping coils and like building my own coils and everything. I just do simple micros. That's all I build and twisted. So.
Yeah, I gotta start. I know how to build them. It's just that I don't have the freaking time to build them, so I've been buying them lately. I really gotta start because I'm getting sick of paying for coils.
Steam Crave Supreme RTA with a twisted wire, 75 Snow Wolf. Ooh, Snow Wolf. Actually, I used to have a Snow Wolf. I had the original Snow Wolf 200 watt, and it caught fire. No idea why. It was just sitting on my desk one night when I was sleeping. Next morning, I woke up and there was a nice burn mark on my desk, and it was all melted and everything. I don't know if juice got in the circuitry or something. No idea, but something happened to it. It was not good.
Alright, so guys, when you're using something from a stone, the first thing I recommend you do is put in your nicotine. So you kind of have to like do it differently. So it's kind of like you're gonna add your stone in as if you were adding your VG at the end. If you notice how I normally mix, that's what I do. I add it in at the end. So normally what I do is I do the nicotine first. So in this case, I need a 3 milligram batch because I'm making a 30 milliliter. So I'm going to put 0.93 grams using 100 milligram nicotine. So first I'm going to put in the nicotine, so it's 0.93 grams. Okay, so the nicotine's in, and again, you guys know the safety spiel, but if you just came in, make sure you wear gloves when you're handling nicotine. Be safe and careful with it. Okay, so the next thing I'll do is now I'm going to tear out the scale, obviously. And now as you saw, I inputted it in the calculator. All I inputted in was the batch size and everything like you would in normal recipe, except for all you add, you just pretty much add like your stone that you made previously. You just act like it's the VG, okay? So the thing you're gonna have to take into consideration when you're making stones and you're laying flavors into a stone is you gotta remember exactly how much flavoring you used in your stone and how much room you have to work with. Like in this case, I used 11% flavoring in this stone. So I know that, it depends on your recipe and it depends on what flavors you're using. But again, I like the rule of 20 where you should probably stay in most cases around 20% flavoring tops, and that's absolute tops. And so I use that rule of thumb here where I made sure that my strawberries or whatever I'm laying on top of the cheesecake stone wouldn't go above that. So right now I'm using 8% flavoring that I entered into that calculator. So all I did was in the ELR, I put strawberries in because I want to make a strawberry cheesecake using my stone. So I put 2% Red Touch strawberry, which is from Flavor Art. Then I used 5% ripe strawberry. And then also I need super sweet, which super sweet doesn't always, like sweeteners don't always count as flavor totals in my opinion. But I am using it as the percentage of the flavor totaling. But then I added that in, which should be enough to give me a nice strawberry cheesecake flavor. So the first ingredient I'm going to put in is Red Touch strawberry because I just put in the nicotine. Again, shake your ingredients. This is 2% flavoring, so I'm putting in 0.62 grams of Red Touch, which is a stronger strawberry. It's a more realistic strawberry. Like this strawberry, a little will bring you a long way. Like if you go, and I've had this problem before, if you go too high on red touch strawberry, like, in my opinion, I don't think you should ever go above 5% on red touch strawberry, and that's still high. Like, I think that's the absolute highest you should ever go on red touch, because red touch, in my opinion, to my taste buds, gets kind of funky tasting after that. But again, it really depends on how you taste things, but I don't like to go above 5 on that one. And then next up is strawberry ripe, which kind of gives you a little bit of candy, a little bit of more authentic. It's kind of like in the middle, and that's why it's a good combination with FA Red Touch. It gives you like a pretty authentic tasting strawberry, a really nice one. Whereas some people do sweet strawberry from Capella, but this is a good mix too. I kind of like flip flop between them depending on what I'm feeling like, or if I want something different. So this is going in at 5% or 1.56 grams.
So Ginger Bee has been using TFA organic strawberry, sweet strawberry, and strawberry ripe, and it's standing up to banana cream. What percentages are you using that at? I'm curious.
There's a lot of maltol there. All right, and last but not least, we're putting in some Capella Super Sweet, because again, I like sweet juices. Again, that's entirely optional. Doing at 1% or 0.32 grams. Alright, that's okay, because the drop went on the outside of the bottle, so that's pretty much accurate. Alright, so now here's the part where you act like your stone. First of all, make sure you shake your stone. Just get to shake it a little bit. It's probably all blended because again, it's been steeping for I think about 2 weeks now, maybe 3. I really gotta put a fucking label on the bottle. Anyways, yeah, don't be like me. Label your bottles. Do it the right way. I gotta just get out my label maker again. I've been lazy.
Yes, and a great label maker to actually pick up is the Dymo.
Yeah, I have that one. I was the one who told Chris about that one.
Yep, it's like $18 at Walmart.
Yep.
Something like that.
And you can get refills, and it makes things simple. You just type on it. I need more batteries for mine. Mine ran out. But yeah, it's a nice label maker. I think I have a link for it in the description of the video. But again, so now we're just going to lay the base in, and we're just going to act like this is VG, so we're just going to fill it up the rest of the way. I can get it in the bottle. And so once this is done, if you want it to be like really good, you're gonna want to wait like 3 days to a week if it's strawberries. And what that's gonna do, it's gonna give it time for those strawberries to seep into the stone base. Pretty much steeping, but like steeping in a better way so you don't lose the taste of the strawberries as quick. Like this 30 ml bottle will taste better longer because you just introduced the strawberries now instead of having it steep with the mix. Okay, we give a little bit of room to shake.
So John Phenom asks, am I too late?
You're not too late. You're not too late. Well, not too late. We're about to mix this up, this stone, and try it out in front of you guys, which I'm very excited for because this smells amazing. All right, so let me change the cameras up.
So Ginger Bee is using TFA organic at 4%, ripe at 2%, and sweet strawberry at 1%. Honestly, I don't think you're gonna really taste the sweet strawberry. And sweet strawberry dies out really quick too, so I mean, I don't know exactly because I haven't tried it that low, but I don't think you're gonna really taste the sweet strawberry. In my opinion, I think the other two are gonna overpower it. And you could probably take out sweet strawberry entirely and still have a really great strawberry mix and lower your percentages.
Oh man, this smells so good. I can't wait to have this in my mouth. No homo.
Well, well, okay.
Man, I really need new batteries, man. This isn't mixing nearly as good.
You want me to ship you some? I got like 18 batteries right here from Dollar Tree. I'm stacked up on batteries.
Dude, it's not worth the freaking price and shipping. Normally I'd say go for it, but seriously. You could pay the same amount as if I was to like go out and just buy a pack.
So Chris Van Over asks, "What's the stone?" Along with John Phenom also asking, "What is the stone?"
Okay, I'll explain it. 1 second. Just let me retract my mixer. Wipe it off real quick. Okay, so for a stone, for anybody who hasn't been watching the other videos where I've been talking about it nonstop, which has been kind of crazy. It's a thing. All right, so what stones are? It's how a lot of people, a lot of advanced mixers, and a lot of e-liquid companies go about making their liquids. And what stones are like base ingredients of your recipes that take a long time to steep, like such as everybody knows custards and bakeries like donuts and donut recipes or anything like cheesecake recipes, how they take a very long time to steep, okay? And the problem with these long steeping liquids is they're usually paired with ingredients such as strawberries, blueberries, a lot of different volatile fruit. And what these volatile fruit will do is, once they steep for a long period of time, they end up dying down and getting weaker in the mix as time goes by. So what stones do is they take all like the base ingredients. So say you make a cheesecake recipe, okay? Say you have a cheesecake recipe you know you love, like one you've designed. Say it's a New York cheesecake at like 4%, TFA cheesecake graham crust at 3%, Lorenz cheesecake at like 1%, graham cracker clear at like 1.5%, or whatever your recipe is besides the fruit and the really top notes like nuts, fruits, anything like that. You would make all that into a batch, and what I would suggest you do is do a max VG. Therefore, if you're adding any PG ingredients later, you're not going to be messing with your ratios too much in the long run. And what you do with that is you make a big batch of that, you'll let it steep out, and then stones are good for a couple of reasons. One, you steep it for a long period of time, then that way you can either change the way like you have that mix, like say you have a cheesecake base, okay, and you know it's excellent. You make a big amount of that, and it'll allow you to make different stuff with it. So say you want a strawberry cheesecake, and then you want a lemon cheesecake, or you want a blueberry cheesecake. You can do that, and you just separate it and act as if it was just VG. You see what I'm saying? So it gives you the versatility to use it in more than one e-liquid recipe. And two, it also gives you a better flavor because you're not going to have all those flavorings die down in a mix later on down the road. I hope I'm explaining that okay. You guys get what I'm saying?
I think another one of their questions was, "What is the actual base recipe?"
Of my cheesecake stone I made?
Yep.
Hold on 1 second. I think I have it. I think I put this one on ELR. Hold on. Just give me a second, guys. I'm gonna see if I put it on ELR. Like, this can be whatever. Like, this doesn't have to be a cheesecake either. It can be a custard mix that you know you love. Just any of like ingredients that take a while that you know work good and that could work good with a lot of different things. Like, could be custards, cheesecake, donut recipes, cake recipes. Like, it's just like e-liquid companies. They actually do this. I've actually talked to some companies that do this. And like companies that have like e-liquids that are like pretty much the same thing but with different like fruit in them. Like, there's so many companies that like say have a donut recipe, okay, and they have donut in like 5 different ways. Like, they have a strawberry donut, they have a blueberry donut, and this is exactly how they do it. They create a stone of their base, pre-steep it, and it keeps the fruit and everything vibrant. Alright, so let me see if I have. I think I put this on ELR. Okay, so I think this is it. Okay. Yeah, I think this is it right here. I'll share it with you. Desktop, right in face. Okay. Here's the cheesecake stone I made, okay? So I just made it with these ingredients. I used Bavarian cream at 2%, Anywhere biscuit at 0.5%, cheesecake graham crust from TFA at 4%, cheesecake from Loran at 3%, cream cheese icing from Loran's at 1%, graham cracker clear. Don't read that DX. It just, I feel like typing out the other way. I was lazy. It's just regular graham cracker clear at 1%, sweet cream at 1%, and New York cheesecake from Capella at 3%. So it's pretty much all the cakey and graham cracker notes and all that in one. And then I made a lot of it, and it's just for steeping later. So that's basically what you do. You just take whatever recipe you know works well, a good cheesecake base, and you make that into a large amount without fruits. Like, say you normally have a strawberry cheesecake or a lemon cheesecake or blueberry cheesecake. You get what I'm saying. And then you just make a whole bunch of that. Now here's the best part. We're going to try this and I'm going to tell you how it is, which it should automatically taste really freaking good. But it's going to taste even better if I give it a week, let them strawberries sit. It's going to taste way more vibrant if I was to take the same recipe, make it all at once, and let it steep for 3 weeks. It's going to taste way better than that because the fruit are going to be more punchier. They're not going to be all like escaped from the mix. Okay, so Isaiah, you still there?
Yep, I'm still here. Just listening.
Oh, okay. I'm just like, dude,
going crazy.
Where'd he go?
Sorry if you guys can hear my guinea pig. He's going crazy because my wife just got home, so he's like, I want food.
Just gonna clear up the RDA, the goon. You know how, when you have your like favorite liquid you just bought that you haven't had in a while? This is how I'm feeling right now when this, because I know this is like one of my great cheesecake stones. Like, I've tried combinations of cheesecake in so many different ways, and I know I love it this way. I just can't wait to vape it right now. I'm serious.
That's how I was when there's this juice, and I actually kind of want to try and clone it. It's by the Steam Factory. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but it's like a strawberry champagne, and it's really good.
All right. We're ready to drip. Let me sniff this bad boy. Okay, here we go.
Moment of truth.
Freaking hot, man. Just did a burn off things like flaming hot. Okay, let's soak. Yeah, we're good. Alright. Oh, my top cap needs to be wiped off. Alright, moment of truth, people. Moment of truth. Alright, cheers. Yeah, buddy. That is some phenomenal cheesecake, my man. Even right now, even without the cheesecake being, even without the strawberries being all in there. It's gonna taste, in 3 days, I guarantee you, because 3 days is usually when the most changes happen within the first 3 days of an e-liquid, and it just gradually gets better from there, especially when it comes to strawberries. And let me tell you, dude, this thing already tastes phenomenal. In 3 days, this is just gonna be like freaking heaven in a bottle.
I'm gonna have to make some of that. That sounds delicious.
Oh man, it's excellent. The only thing, if I was to change one thing, and I remember why I didn't use it. It was because I didn't have it much, and I forgot to order it. Is I would probably change this instead of using graham cracker clear. Lately I've been becoming partial to Flavor West graham cracker.
Mm-hmm.
I think it has. Oh, you know what I got instead? That's why I didn't order it, because I wanted to try Capella first before I decide on a big bottle. So I have Capella graham cracker coming in, but Flavor West graham cracker is a really nice, rich graham cracker. It's like a really, really graham cracker. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I know
That's
I'm so
perfect.
bad at describing things, but
It's like the description on the Capella website.
yeah, exactly. No, but it's like the graham cracker. It's like it tastes like an actual graham cracker. It tastes like the thing with graham cracker clear from TFA is it really tastes like there's like a caramel note or something like that in it, and it doesn't taste as like texturally correct, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what you get from Flavor West graham cracker. And I've heard from some people that I'm sorry, Capella is good too. So I kind of wanted to try Capella first, get that one. If it is good and it's better than Flavor West, then I'll get a big bottle of Capella, because I know I make cheesecake so much. But let me tell you, man, you got to get your graham cracker right in your cheesecake recipes, because once you do, it's freaking phenomenal.
Yeah, I've actually got that on my next order. And okay, so here's a question. What is, in your opinion, right now, the best graham cracker to order for people out there and for me for a cheesecake?
Well, again, I would have said graham cracker clear a while ago, because that's what used to use a lot of. But there are two actually. The first one, well, it depends on what you're trying to do in your recipe. But honestly, right now, I've converted to Flavor West. But again, I only had a small bottle of it because I was using the regular TFA prior. But definitely Flavor West. But again, I'm gonna try the Capella. But if you're using it in if you're using it in a cheesecake thing, like definitely use, no matter what in your cheesecakes, I would always suggest you use TFA cheesecake graham crust, because you're getting a little graham crust and you're getting the cheesecake as well. And then also in cream bases too, it works good. But that freaking flavor is phenomenal as well. I'm a diehard cheesecake fan. I just love messing around with them. Like, there are so many good things and so many things that are like looked over with cheesecake. Because, say for example, a lot of people will look over Flavor West cheesecake and TFA cheesecake, like just the regular cheesecakes, because TFA cheesecake, the original one, not graham crust, the regular TFA cheesecake, I look at that as more of a cheesecake additive. You add 0.5%, if not a couple of drops, into your cheesecake mix. It'll give you a more authentic cheese flavor, and kind of like the same thing with Flavor West cheesecake, but they're both a little bit different. So it depends on kind of what you're feeling. And that's the awesome part about it. You can like totally have cheesecake in so many different ways. It's just crazy. Like, I could literally make a video on cheesecakes for like a freaking month and still not touch on all the possible combinations you can make a freaking cheesecake. Yeah, seriously.
That's pretty
It's
crazy.
awesome because you can always keep it fresh too. Like, say you want cheesecake in another way, it's like going to New York and getting a cheesecake, and then going somewhere else in the country to get a cheesecake. They're all a little different, you know?
Yeah.
And you can tell that because just try Loren's cheesecake compared to any other cheesecake. It's completely different, but it's so good. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Lori. I have quite a few cheesecake recipes online, but not probably. I know I will be doing a lot more cheesecakes on my channel. That's one of my favorite vapes. John Phenom says, I can't find your cheesecake stone recipe on ELR. I want to mix it up tonight. You want to mix up the stone tonight? Okay. I'll make it public. I didn't think to make it public because it just depends on the people, like what your favorite recipe is. There we go. Now, what I suggest you do, John Phenom, is because there are many different ways to make cheesecakes. Like, I don't know if you tried any of my other recipes, like Strawtastic, or not Strawtastic, Strawberry Cheesecake, or any of those. I have like quite a few of them on ELR. If you already have one of my cheesecakes you've already tried and you like, you can make a stone out of that. You just take out the fruit flavors in it. And then that way you know you have a stone you like. Because this stone is made differently than I made some of my other cheesecakes. And at least if you made another one, you know you'll love it. But if you do decide to use this one, make a 30 mil to start off with, just to make sure you actually like this base over my other ones. You know what I mean? Because people like different things different ways. So, but I'll make this public if you wanna try this stone out. I'm just letting you know. Also, when you're making stones, do not put nicotine in them, okay? Just because that's also the other big thing, is you don't put nicotine in them, it'll give it less time for your nicotine to oxidize in the mix, so therefore your e-liquid will last longer, it'll steep better. You see what I'm saying? So when you're making a stone, if you're using sweetener, I would suggest you don't put the sweetener in, you don't put the nicotine in, and you do that, and you don't put any fruits or top notes in. Alright, you make everything else the rest the same you would in normal way. Probably do max VG so you can get the best VG in there, and then when you put the other flavors in, it will drop down that VG a little bit, and you put your sweetener and your fruit and all that, and it'll be fine. So I'm gonna make this public. Save. Alright, so that cheesecake stone should be public now once ELR finishes and loads.
Okay, John, so I have a question. Do you prefer VG based nicotine or PG based nicotine, or a blend?
I'm glad you asked that, because honestly, I have a different opinion than a lot of people on that. A lot of people will gravitate towards VG nicotine because if you have a PG sensitivity, then I would understand why you would gravitate towards VG nicotine. But in terms of working with the nicotine and just mixing with it and everything and drawing it up, if you're mixing by volume, I suggest PG nicotine because it's a lot easier to work with. And I can still hit 80-20, maybe 75-65 or whatever. I can get good enough ratios for my vaping habits where that works for me. So PG's nicotine is what I use, but that's going to highly depend on, your vaping needs,
Mm-hmm. See, I find VG-based nicotine is easier to work with for me, but I don't use it by volume. I totally agree when you're doing like using syringes or pipettes or anything like that, because getting 100% VG-based nicotine in a pipette is impossible. I tried. It's just doesn't work. And I'd say it's a lot easier to work with if you're mixing by syringes and all that, but I prefer VG based nicotine for scales because I find it easier to work with. But everybody has their own preferences. And
you're wrong. It's PG nicotine. PG is the only way. You're wrong.
PG nicotine master race.
Yeah, totally. No, it's all good. That's exactly the whole part, though. You do whatever works for you. There's no right or wrong way. It's just a matter of preference and what you like to vape. Honestly, I'm good being between 80-20 / 70-30. That's usually where I'm cool with. And depending on how much flavorings I'm using in a mix will dictate on my ratios, really. Like if I'm at like a 20% mix and I'm using VG, then I'm probably gonna hit 70-30. I mean 80-20. I can't speak. So, alrighty, I think I'm going to have to end the stream. I got a long day and I gotta go to work tomorrow, so I gotta hit the sack. Again, Gentleman E-Liquid, I appreciate you coming on to the stream. It's been nice having you.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
We're going to set up a schedule so we can get everything all situated with having multiple mixers on the channel once a week, and maybe we'll even do it to a point where we like flip-flop channels once a week. Who knows what we're gonna do? We gotta get on a video chat privately and discuss our schedules and how we want to go about it. But also I do plan on having also a solo live stream between me once a week, and then I'm also going to starting next week the flavor notes should be back, And yeah, things should start getting back to normal. You know, we're getting back into the hang of things. Everything's gonna work out. But yeah, so again, gentlemen, E-Liquid, thank you so very much for stopping by.
Thank you for
Um,
having me.
and if you guys need anything for your DIY venture, make sure you check the links in the description down below. There are a lot of good deals there, and that does help support the channel, and is very much appreciated. Thank you guys so very much for always coming by, watching my live streams. It really does mean a lot to me. And John Phenom, what does that mean? Get me on, John. Oh, I am so sorry. I read that wrong. Yes, John Phenom. If you want to come on the show, you are more than welcome. We just got to get in contact with each other and figure it out. And yeah, so again, if you need anything, check the links in the description. Make sure if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Comment on the replay if you guys have any questions or comments or concerns. I appreciate you all, and you guys have yourselves a great day. Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Wait, where's my mouse? Okay, stop stream. All right, bye, guys.